So I'm Roland, and this is the Velo 3-in-1 suitcase. And before you start getting all giddy thinking like, oh, this is a product that Roland loves. No, I don't love this product. This product doesn't love me, and I'm gonna tell you why right now. This was a great idea in theory, but in execution wasn't so great. It was like as if Oscar Mayer decided to start making suitcases. It's just poorly executed in general. And then their customer service, even worse. This is Velo's own page here on Kickstarter. They completed this Kickstarter funding back in November of 2022. I was one of the first pledges, so I was pledge number, I think 180 something, whatever it is. I got this pretty early on. January 2023 is when it was supposed to have arrived. I was backer number 184. 3-in-1, it sold itself. There have been thousands, literally thousands. If you count right here, it says 3,200 comments, and I wager that 3,100 of them are horrible comments of people saying, where's my stuff? What's going on? This is horrible. Just, yeah, it's so sad. I received the product upon opening the package. I noticed I only received the suitcase and not any of the accessories. And I didn't receive any refund for the accessories. Velo responds, hi there, send an email and we'll help you out. Can I get a refund because your support is ignoring my email and comments here? This guy, Jorge Torres, same here. I sent an email about a month ago. First time I reused my luggage, it came off from one of the sides that slides up and down to make the suitcase bigger or smaller. They responded by saying they would get back to me once they find a solution, and now I don't have any answers to my emails. This is just over and over and over. I'm very worried about the fact that the end of December, and you confirmed that my bag was being shipped and I should have received tracking. Yeah, didn't get my bag. This guy, same here. This guy, still haven't received mine in Belgium, and I wish for a refund. Yeah, good luck getting your refund, because they literally tell you you cannot have a refund. It's done through Kickstarter. See here, is this a joke? We were waiting for months, a tracking number and our pledge, and you were doing marketing campaigns arguing, love doesn't wait, buy now for fast delivery. And yes, by the way, they are doing Valentine's special here, $150 off. So you get your $399 suitcase for $150 off. I'd be surprised if it arrives to you within 3 months, because they combine all the luggages, all the suitcases in one huge container, and then once they have enough orders to ship it across the globe, then they ship it. So your order, even though you placed that order in January 1, they're gonna wait till it gets combined with enough orders to fulfill that order somewhere around March or April. It goes onto a shipping container that goes on the ocean, and then it takes 20 days to arrive to the country, and then another 10 days or so to get to your house. So it's going to take a long time. Yes, it took more than a year to get to these suitcases. It's ridiculous. So I don't know how so many YouTubers are praising these, but let's get right down to it. Silver and a black one. I asked for 2 black ones. Velo sent me a silver and a black because maybe they just figured, hey, that's what you need. So, oh well, it is what it is. We're gonna talk about this silver one first. Let's move you out of the way. All right, silver. Oh wow, that just came undone there. I figured I'd talk about this one because it's the easiest one to see with the light that I have. Pretty cool idea. It's an expandable suitcase, and it's fairly easy to operate. There's a button right here underneath the handle that you can see pretty easily. That button is how you expand it and close it. And then this handle up here expands and closes with this button. Now, the handle is pretty neat because it's a wide handle. I thought that was cool, but I didn't take into consideration the fact that you can't put any kind of backpack or duffel bag or laptop bag across the handle because they don't have a wide enough pass-through. You can't put your laptop bag or whatever it is on the handle to carry it around. I've tried different ones, Samsonite, Toomey, it doesn't matter. They don't make them wide enough to fit on the handle. And even if they did, the handle is situated somewhere right about 3/4 of the way to the middle of the bag. So if you do have a heavy duffel bag that overhangs, it's just gonna cause your suitcase to fall over because it's gonna be heavy on one side. So you don't wanna do that anyways. All right, now the handle itself. It telescopes pretty high, and I like that. I think that feature is kind of cool, the fact that it telescopes so high. And then it helps out a lot if you have a taller person that's trying to roll around the bag when it's in its smallest position. It locks out fairly decently, but it's really wobbly and really noisy. But still, pretty neat functioning. bad part about the handle is this. When you close it and fold it flat, you now have no place to grab the bag. There's no handle, there's no grippy, there's no anything anywhere around the bag to grab it. This is the only place to grab the bag. Push the button in, first position, it's locked in place, and you can grab the bag and pick it up and move it from the overhead bin. Problem is, your baggage handlers aren't gonna know that and aren't gonna care about that. They're gonna proceed to kick it across the tarmac because it has no handle to grab onto. That is if you check it in. Secondly, because the clearance between the handle and the frame is so narrow, you can't put a luggage tag anywhere on this bag. There's nowhere to secure it. You just can't. There isn't anywhere to secure a luggage tag. You could possibly get one of those little elasticy band ones that they give you at the airline counter itself, like Southwest Airlines or Alaska or whoever it is, and that can secure in here. But for the most part, there's not an actual luggage tag that you can buy at the store or online that's gonna fit in here, you know, like a permanent use one. So I don't dig it. That's one huge big caveat for me. The way the bag collapses and expands, you have to make sure that you wiggle it and lock it into place. Really be rough with it so it locks into place. If you don't, then what's gonna happen is this bag is gonna do this lock into place thing, and it didn't get in there correctly, and it's gonna do this collapsy deal like this, where it's kind of just sagging and collapsed and looks all crooked and discombobulated, like it's just unhappy to be alive. And if you don't click it into place correctly, then it'll just collapse and fall in on itself. Very frustrating. Now, when you are collapsing it and expanding it, keep in mind, you can't have the lock locked, because if you do, the zippers are gonna go all ripped apart, because the zippers need to be able to move as the bag is expanding. So the bottom zipper here is attached to the bottom part of the suitcase, and the top zipper is attached to the top part of the suitcase. That's the only way they could have done this, by the way. It's not like they did this on purpose just to F with you. This is the only way that they could have done this. But by doing that, it just makes it very difficult to expand it while it's locked. So you can't expand it while it's locked. It needs to be unlocked. These are the little panels that divide and separate the clothes inside. They must be unbuckled also. If they're buckled, then what's gonna happen is you're not gonna be able to expand the suitcase. It'll get stuck because these things are buckled and they're set at the short position. So they need to either be expanded to the long position or unbuckled altogether, so that way they can open up and expand. This is the metal frame brackets that allow the suitcase to expand and contract. And these metal frame brackets take up about a good 2 inches or so all the way around the entire interior of the bag. So there's less compartment space inside of the bag because of the frame that's taking up a lot of the space. A lot of suitcases don't have this large handle. They have a handle in the back, so you only have a small piece of the back of the bag where that frame is going through. So this provides rigidity, but also takes up a lot of interior space. You don't have that on the outside lid, but you also don't have much depth on the outside lid, so you can't put that much in here. The interior material that they use to line it with, by the way, is not bad. It's velour. It feels pretty soft, so they can get a plus for that. These panels are the dumbest things. I can't stand them. I just wish they collapsed and I don't know, they were better. They're not. They're just horrible. And these little pockets that you have to put things in, these things are useless. Everything will fall out of them. So that doesn't help at all in any way, shape, or form. I've tried traveling with this. It's not bad for a road trip. When it gets to be a pain in the butt is when you're trying to use this to go onto a plane. It's where it really gets to be a pain in the butt. Now the quality of it, the seams don't line up so great. You can see pieces protruding out. The plastic pieces are already starting to kind of warp. Another thing that I can't stand is that as you collapse it and raise it up and collapse it over and over again, you start seeing the bag will start making cuts and grooves on itself down here, because this piece is metal and down here is plastic or polycarbonate. The bag maneuvers very well. Now keep in mind, when it is extended, it's very top heavy. So if you have things that are in here, put the heavier things towards the bottom smaller side and the lighter things towards the top. That can be frustrating because the bigger things tend to fit better at the top, but you have to put them to the bottom. If you don't, it's just gonna fall over because it's so top heavy. These are all things that you shouldn't have to deal with when you've bought a $250 bag. Yes, this is $199 plus $55 to ship this from Shenzhen or wherever it came from in China. 2 bags, 5 bills for these suitcases. And they're not nearly the quality of like Samsonite or something that's, I don't know. They're just not great quality. They really aren't. I don't dig it. Roland doesn't dig it. And I don't dig it to the point to where I'm not gonna put a link down below because I don't want you, the consumer, to have to worry or deal about, hey, you recommended this bag to me, which has been trash. Not saying the bag is trash, but for me, I have not been too happy, and I don't see this lasting for more than a year or so. Now, most suitcases, maybe they don't last that long, but this one is just, this is the equivalent of what you can get at Ross. And it's just frustrating me that I just blew my money, you know? I buy these items. I don't get given these items by the manufacturers. I pay for the stuff myself so I can review it and to give you an honest review, and this is honest. This just poorly executed. It's frustrating. I wanted to like it so much, and I don't. It broke my heart. Anyways, take a look at this. Hello, still no news. 1 month ago, you told me I received my tracking number. Still haven't received it. On and on and on of these bad reviews from people that actually paid, which makes me wonder why people like this person and this person on YouTube and this person on YouTube and this, no, not this guy, this guy's cool, and this person on YouTube. How can these people say that they love this suitcase and they're happy with it if they paid $200+ to get it and it arrives and it looks like crap and it functions like crap? I just don't get it. I don't buy it, Velo. Long story short, I don't dig it. I'm not gonna recommend it. I don't wanna take a chance of you guys being upset with me, so, you know, by all means, if you wanna order one, go to Kickstarter, do it, but I just don't recommend it. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and keep an eye out for the next video. Hopefully you enjoy it, and thank you for watching. Hopefully I didn't go on too much of a tirade here, okay?